Kingearner coming to you guys live and direct. Y'all know I'm Kingearner, you know. Got my book of butt ready to go to bed, so this is how we doing it. Look. We're gonna carry it one way today. And I wanted to speak to the people. That's Simon's Gold. Mango. Everybody hit the honorableearners.com to grab your Simon's Gold. 92 of that 102 minerals your body is made of. Youngins, youngins, youngins. OGs, OGs, OGs. Listen to me. This mango, that joint thick. That's how you know that gold all in there. I don't be cheap. When I make my joints for the family, the Simon's little smoothies and stuff, I'm never cheap with it. I put a lot in it so my family, my friends, or anybody that stop by have some. Look how thick it is. It's gold. I wanted to speak on what's going on in our communities. I want to speak on the murder rate. I want to speak on the rats. I want to speak on the love that individuals show the rats. You know, it's kind of crazy because I probably one time or another had conversations, man, with good people. I'm talking about to the highest of degree to the smallest of degree. We're talking the Honorable Skag Murphy, you know, having conversations with him, getting some understanding how it was in his time with the rats and, you know, and talking to those that have not an inch of honor who isn't in the streets that just, you know, hear about rats. Down to even being in the federal penitentiaries and having the rats coming to me, begging me that they get their rights. You know, that Muslims at the least freedom. You know, you have to give every human who is a Muslim that right. Regardless, you have to. And some of them rats are being in ranks. If you happen to get stuck and your foot got to go up next to that kitten, that's where you're going to be praying at. While you in that sujood at the time, though, you can ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to never ever put you in a position to be next to a traitor again. But you know, you can't make up the qadar. The qadar is what it is. The ink is dry. But a lot of y'all are missing the point of what I'm saying when I speak on these rats. I'm damn near got a preacher like I got a Napoleon in front of me. You know why? The walls that have been poured over my eyes. The frauds. The dudes that act like they, you know, they don't like the rats, but then you see them following them. You see the guys who say to you, oh man, you know, I don't like what that person said about this or that person said about that, but you'll see that person following that individual. It bothers me. It throws me for a limb. Although I may be following a person or two that I may not like, I don't know. But at the end of the day, you're not going to see me liking their pictures 24/7. I'm never in the timeline. I'm always on my own situation. And if I see love from a person, that's when I'll go to their page. But if I don't see no love, I don't go to people's pages. But the communities that we stay in are filled with them. It took me a long time to really dig it. And I had a lot of good friends, mainly Leaky said his. There's a lot of this world, a lot of people, man. They not who they say they is. They are sheeps in wolf clothing. These dudes, these rats, these rat lovers, these individuals, they all run in the same damn pack. The sad part about it is that you will find them behind good men teaming up. You'll find out that the good men are teaming up with the rats somehow. And you'll find out that a lot of the good youngins, dudes that was of honor, not here no more. You know why? Because rats run the streets. Let me say it again. The rats run the street because they got something that most good men may want. And that's the coin. That's the dollar, the cent. Because the good men don't want to take time out to go a different route. Everybody is trying to be street. Nobody is saying, damn, I'm this age or I'm that age. Let me figure out how to earn. So they're subject to have to do what? Be in love and fall and be victim of being amongst a rat. You see, I got myself out of the worries of what people's business was about who was with who and who was with who when I started seeing people that I never thought would honor it, or the individuals that would see me and stop me in the streets and say, Kingearner, I love what you're doing. And you find out that guy is in bed with a rat. So what do? Do you stay amongst the rats? Or do you somehow keep away? I say this, you don't do either one. You keep your regular lifestyle. You keep everything that you do on your terms, though. You see? Everything. You put people in a position to say, I have to. We have no other choice but to come get you. And when they come, you make a party out of it, man. Because that's when your honor going to be tested. You make a party out of protecting it. You make a laugh, you humiliate them. You can't humiliate them no more. You know why? Because now you have forced them. You have put them in a position. And this is just a small inkling of the rules and laws of honor that a Kingearner has laid. You have to understand them and know what I'm saying in order to be able to grasp. You have to know the streets. But you got to stop. You youngin', you OG, you stop putting yourself in a position where you're wide open for them. You're able to just go. You're just in bed because you don't care, because you just want that dollar to make sure son get honored in school. You want that dollar to make sure that grandma bills is paid. Now, I understand, man. But the law has given us many ways at this age to get to a coin. So you got to get out of the youngest way and stop even committing to understanding or wanting to know the knowledge of this era. This is how I survive based off of honor, because I never concern myself. It doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't matter. Kingearner don't sell drugs. I'm not in the streets. It don't matter what a rat is doing. Just know this, that I'm going to snatch a rat honor if a rat is plainly showing the wrong example of the youth. But one thing for sure and two for certain, I'm not going to be in the position I ever have to question the crowd or the circle. Because for many years now, I only have about 2 to 3 true friends. I have associates and guys I grew up with that I have love and honor for. But a lot of them are, a lot of them has laid down and begged with the rat somehow. Somebody would say, if I had an audience in front of me, Kingearner, speak on who it is. There is no specific individual. You know why? Every last one of them that have at a chance put themselves on a pedestal to say, I hate rats, have somehow shown and proved to Kingearner that that's not the case. Rather it was involving a dollar, or rather it was involving something that they could benefit from. I don't understand it. So I spin them, make them dizzy, I make them blue. I never give them understanding that, that I'll come around or that I'll be what I will call a friend. I only have friends that I know that can protect me, and I have brothers that I love dearly to my heart. Youngin', you around somebody. OG, you are around somebody that don't like you but smiles in your face. that don't care about you. And that's what Nipsey Hussle's situation was really concerning, man. And a lot of y'all don't pay attention to that. A lot of y'all do not peep that you get the vibes. Somehow, some way or another, the shaitan have you chasing around that vibe. Have you pulling up on individuals and wanting to kick it with them. And you know that these guys never even asked you to pull up. Now you're the big friend. You're the big guy. You want to show off. When I was younger, I liked to show off too. But I also like to show off the fact that I was backing them down and, you know, whichever way it came, I was with it. If you're in the streets, this message is to you. If you speak to a rat, this message is to you. If you love and honor a rat, this message is to you. If you had one time or another shook Kingearner hand and then turned around and shook a rat hand in the same understanding of honoring them, this is for you. Because you're falling weak and you're putting yourself in a position to be what? Nailed to the coffin by who? The rat. Because we're talking about the individual who isn't a rat. It's always something when you hear about so-and-so. It's always something when you hear about falam. I'm glad that I honored myself to know. Get yourself out of the situation. Remove yourself. Don't even be a part of the lifestyle. I mean, don't even come around no more. You dig me? You honor those brothers who you've been honoring. Those are the ones I love and honor. When I say that, I went down North Philly many years ago, about 4 or 5 now, maybe a little bit more. And I got the most love and honor and respect than I could ever get from a group of men. And it was based off of positivity and halal things. Those are the people that I love. Those are the people that I will always go around. Those are the people that I will always be in a picture with. Those are the people that I will always say, that's my brother. You know why? Because when I had no one, when I was trying to go the halal way, these are the ones that picked me up and said, that's my brother. So I'm no longer with the get along gang thing with the coo crew. And anybody know me know that when it came down to Uptown or Broad Island, I rep that. When others was scared to say it and they was screaming, they was from down north. Even when I took my walk back through, I just seen my young and Reg a little earlier. Honorable kid, man. He'll tell you when anybody on that block, that boy didn't rep nothing but Broad in the Island need. You know why? Because I'm not the guy to start shooting up different parts of different names and stuff like that. That's not my honor. I love who I love, and I got the understanding that the thing that I once repped at a time don't got an inch of love for me. You know why? Because they only understood the good in me when I was negative. And anybody that can only understand the good into you when you are negative is not of honor. So you have to disown and disclaim those type of things. But the day 2019, I'm disclaiming the streets when it comes down to any part of it, when it comes down to even walking on the sidewalk. I ain't with it. I ain't for it. I don't honor it. I want to find some type of way where I can go ahead and walk on soil ground, on sturdy foundation where I've been at. And that's where I will stay. You will never have to worry about me being a part of the crime rate. You don't never ever have to worry about me being a part of the dishonor rate on no level. Let's talk about it street and let's talk about it positive. Because I had a Muslim brother come to me a few weeks ago and tell me he was in Saudi Arabia and he had this product that was of honor. He had this product, he had this frankincense, he told me. And that's what woke me up to all of this. If you notice, my video slowed down because I said, here it is, an individual who is supposed to be of halal and calling Rasul Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the Rasulullah. This is who they call upon. But this guy told me he had this product. So I go ahead and I buy it. I said, I'm going to go ahead and mix it into my 1-2 and see how it do. When I mixed it into my 1-2 and see how it done, I don't think it rubbed him too well. For some odd reason, he was more concerned about the dollar. But the whole time he was talking to me and saying to me that the dollar wasn't important. That goes to show you that they can come halal. It don't matter if you're not in the streets no more. They can come business with a suit and a tie. They'll rob you before anybody else, the brother with the big beard. Why is it that us as Muslims got to worry about the brother with the big beard when it comes down to halal things? They think we don't have knowledge. They think we don't know, so they think that it's okay to say he don't even know Surah al-Baqarah. Why would you even honor him when we all do? This is called treason against your own people. I don't care if you only knew the codes. There was a man that was amongst the people or the companions of the Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam at a time, and he will always say, Kul huwa Allahu ahad, Allahu samad, al-Ikhlas. And they asked him, why do you say that in the prayer? And he said, because I love Allah. They took it and said, he says this, he does this. They said it to the Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He repeated back to tell him that Allah and his messenger loves him also. Ha! So it goes to show you, I don't care how strong your iman is. If you're crossing your brother intentionally, you are dishonored. I caught it quick. The brother wanted me to send my money through an account. I said, why can't I just give it to your folks the same way I gave it to your folks, Aki? And it's not me. Oh, you're telling the brother bad deed, you backbiting the lie. This is me giving knowledge to the people, to the younger people that's coming after me, to tell them to be careful. This is not 1,400 years ago in Medina. You will get everything taken from you from the same one that claim of honor to the same religion. Or it could be a Jew, or it could be a Christian. I love my Muslims, and I will never, ever retreat and be anything else because of this guy's wrong actions. But I have to say this. It's not just the streets. I have stepped out of the streets, and now I have the halal trying to figure out a way. What did they say about the shaitan? Where is he always at? In a marketplace. That brother tried to lie to me and tell me how much he was in. Let me explain your problems, Aki. He said, listen, give me all your email addresses to the people that are buying this. I have the proof of the texts. I have everything that this Aki was telling me. And I didn't do that, man. Alhamdulillah. But he thought I wasn't smart enough to find the product. Once I found the product myself, he must have forgot I said that I got a loss of panel with the Allah guiding me. And one who is guided by him cannot be misguided. So alhamdulillah for the frankincense, because we know Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala needed that amongst us in our skin and amongst the people. Ramadan is coming. I have the honorable package of Simon's gold. I'm going to be giving a nice honorable situation to those who are Muslim and non-Muslims. The non-Muslim would also get a chance to be a part of this. Alhamdulillah, we do no discriminating. No race, color, or creed will get into the way of us honoring our lives and our health. And this message was to the youngins, and it's deep because what I wanted to tell y'all is, honor your family first. Honor that brother that loves you back. Honor your sisters first before you go out in the street. Honoring somebody that you don't even know. He can come in the likeness of Umar radiallahu anhu, and he can be of those of the Karaji. Kingearner live and direct Make sure y'all get y'all sea moss gold. I ain't get a chance to really drink all mine. I'm mangoing my situation, but I worked out today. My metabolism is still running. I'm breathing. I feel good. I'm ready for whatever, based off of positivity. And I'm enjoying life, man. I want to say to all the Muslims that are of honor, the ones who have it in their heart that don't talk it, I love you also. I want to say to the rat lovers, to you be what you do, to Kingearner be what he do. And I want to say to the rats, you never have a table with me. The only time you may have a table with me is when our minds are changed by after us being dead and being resurrected by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on a day of judgment and we're in paradise. And I never knew of your wrongcomings and you never knew of mine. Kingearner, live and direct. HonorableEarners.com. CMOS Gold. They want Kingearner to not be in a position to give the youngins the truth. And I'm not talking about the streets because every good youngin that's in the streets, the ones that's of honor, who have been in the streets, they coming away from that nonsense. They tell me every day, you hear me? They tell me every day. And I want y'all to make sure that y'all look into the hijabified clothing, man. Go there ASAP. Don't even waste no time. The sister has a honorable clothing line where she is actually selling clothes for Muslim women and non-Muslim women who work in the workplace and have to cover. It has some style to it. It got some fashion. So long sisters have to been going so plain Jane, and alhamdulillah, they're able to go to work with honor. Make sure you go to hijabified clothing right now. If you're a Muslim man or if you're a Muslim sister, go there now and support that. Make sure y'all tune in to HonorableEarners.com and y'all get y'all CMOS Gold and get that honorable frankincense. I got a peppermint situation added to that makes the frankincense kicks in a lot harder and makes everything shine like new money. And guess what? That moringa leaf is always around. Live and direct. And follow me on Instagram at Kingearner1. But make sure, like I said, y'all get the HonorableEarners.com. Shop around, look. By next week, it's going to be a whole health store. Live and direct.